For many, growing up queer is hard. Being told from a young age that you will grow up to have a spouse of the opposite sex, and that wanting and having kids will be an eventuality, is just strange. On Valentine's Day, a common event was not only giving chocolate to other people, but that all girls would be given a paper heart and be told that if they talked to a boy outside of class time, the boy would win that girl's heart. This game would be played again on St. Patrick's Day, but with the girls trying to win the boys' shamrocks. All that any of this does, is enforce compulsory heteroromantic stereotypes and feelings. We grow up around all of this, and often it isn't even considered that this might not be the case. So we force ourselves to speak up and out about the status quo that we're breaching, always with the risk that we're breaching the status quo and that we will potentially invoke the anger of the recipient of our speech, of our coming out. But hiding a part of us that society insists is integral to being a person isn't healthy. Our choice is to hide in the closet. Where did that phrase come from? Maybe that's another video? Stay tuned for that. Or to face potential backlash that could be damaging socially, mentally, and or financially. It feels like this is a lose-lose situation because that's how society is set up to be. It is changing, slowly, but at least that's progress. We shouldn't have to settle for at least. But so many minorities feel stuck by that at least, because change isn't easy. It's either be stuck in the closet or potentially be kicked out of our home or be cut off from financial aid or so many different horrifying outcomes. The fact that society shames and others people for not being the same as them is not okay. Queerness is normal and has been respected historically speaking. The Romans respected queer people, at least to a point. If gay men took a dominant role, they were respected and no less masculine. As well, there is graffiti stating a want for both men and women. So one could say that bisexuality was alive and well in ancient Rome, respected even. However, records of lesbian relations in ancient Rome is a much less common sight. Perhaps it's because society was patriarchal, even back then, or for a cause much more recent. Even the pantheon of gods and goddesses throughout history have been more laid back about non-heterosexual relations. Whether we're talking about Zeus, who seemingly got it on with everybody in Greek mythology, or Ursulae, a figure in voodoo associated with gay men in one form and gay women in another, to say nothing of the transgender themes and representation. As well as Sedna, of Inuit mythology, who is a creator deity often seen as bisexual or lesbian, living with her female partner at the bottom of the ocean. This is proof that society has been accepting of LGBTQ+ identities in the past. It didn't seem to be something that you had to announce, but rather a part of everyday life. Throughout history, it seems that it has been less and less normalized to be queer, and so the LGBTQIA+ community has had to work to regain that normalization. And honestly, that kind of sucks. It feels like society is moving backwards. Queer people should be allowed to just be. I feel like there's movement towards that in some circles, which is great. What would be really nice, though, would be not having to come out at all. And that is a world that I hope that we're moving towards, because coming out is weird and dangerous. If you have any topics about LGBTQIA+ or mental health stuff that you'd like to see covered, please let me know down in the comments. As always, resources are down in the description below. Thanks for watching the OCD Enby. Stay safe out there.